Back in this country now, where Fox News is on the job hunt while America sheds jobs every week. Our neighbor to the north, Canada, is finding a way to add jobs, believe it or not. The U.S. is one of its largest trading partners, and every year, the U.S. absorbs nearly 80% of Canada's exports. Right now, Canada has an 8.5% unemployment rate compared with 10.5%, 10.2% here in the U.S. Last month, Canada added 79,000 jobs. Steve Brown's on the job hunt in the province of Ontario, in the town of Waterloo. So they actually are adding jobs, and they're actually having a difficult time filling some of these positions. Now, this is just a couple miles off our border to the north. Steve, what's going on?
Well, it is an unusual situation. We will tell you that, both here in Canada and in the U.S. Yes, in this particular area, in this technical triangle here, as they refer to it here in southern Ontario, they do have the luxury of hundreds of unfilled jobs.
Even though we have a very high unemployment rate, I'm told at any time right now there are 1,800 to 2,000 jobs that are going wanting in the high-tech field.
The high-tech field are the key words there. Unemployment in the province of Ontario is still around 9.2, 9.3%, but they still are having problems filling certain kinds of technical jobs, and these are companies that are actually growing through this particular recession, Bill.
These high-tech jobs, not everybody qualifies, right? You need to be at a certain level. How do they compensate for that?
Well, they do compensate pretty well. I mean, pay for these kinds of jobs runs typically between $50,000 and six figures for these kinds of jobs that they're looking for. We did visit a company yesterday by the name of Christie. They make huge digital projectors, including 3D projectors. They are really hoping that this Avatar movie, soon to be released, does really well because they anticipate having to add even more folks. Every person on their staff has a college degree, usually in some sort of technical or engineering field, and they anticipate that if that movie does well, their growth, which is currently, they doubled their production this year, will grow even faster. They'll need more of those highly trained, highly educated workers.
Yeah, I mentioned this last week. I was in Toronto a few weeks back, and it's just stunning the amount of growth that's happening in that city. Skyscrapers being built on every street corner. You're wondering what in the world's happening here. Only a few miles from Buffalo, New York. Steve Brown, thanks. Good to have you on that story today. We are on the job hunt online. Head to our website, foxnews.com. At the top of the homepage, next to the What's Hot button, click on the Job Hunt link, and this will take you to an interactive map where you can find, well, you can click on cities across the country where we've done stories, and now you can click on Canada, too.